Hi everyone, welcome to the Holy Land by Itamar Buk, Moses' nephew. We're in the bottom of Mount of Olives, the Garden of Gethsemane Church, Mary Magdalene Church with the golden onions, Cemetery of Mount of Olives, or by a road, so that's why it is noisy. So I actually want to ask you, what do you think about some virtual videos, like silent videos, like that I'm not speaking, giving explanations, to have it like in the background, maybe when you're doing also some other things? Would it something that you're interested of? Do you think it's a good idea, or you prefer the videos with the explanations, or both? I would like to hear. So if you have any comments, you can put down below, write it on the video. I would like to see your answers. So we are going down to the Kidron. Take a look. We're in between Mount of Olives to the left, the old city in the Temple Mount to the right, and we are going towards the graves. If it is the grave of Absalom and Bnei Chazil and Zechariah, if you remember, I made a video about them a few days ago. Are you familiar with the burial traditions in the Jewish world? Many ask me, Itamar, see, putting like rocks on the tomb and not flowers. Why is that? First of all, you can also see that we're putting flowers, not right now, but in general. But it is more popular to put rocks, like small rocks, because we put it as, even if we'll get back 1 year after, we will still be able to see those rocks we put. Flowers die, but rocks, stones, they don't. So it's kind of like remembering, showing our respect, honoring the dead, our loved ones. Some will say that this was also the way to bury in the past. So you can see this tomb that look very much like a bed, and that's because it's supposed to show our rest. The people are not actually buried in those tombs, but in the ground, and by the tradition of the dry bones of Ezekiel, when the Messiah will come, they will enter from this gate, the Mercy Gate, Golden Gate, into the city of Jerusalem. So towards the Mercy Gate, Golden Gate, by the wall, we have a Muslim cemetery. More towards the Greek Orthodox, you can see there is more of a Christian cemetery, and Mount of Olives Cemetery, which is the biggest one for the Jewish people around the world. Talk about tens of thousands of graves, people that were buried over here for the last 3,000 years. Some are even with Egyptian decorations towards the tomb of King David. So take a look. Now Absalom, in his lifetime, had taken and reared up for himself a pillar which is in the King's Valley, and it is called Absalom's monument unto this day, from Samuel. So you can see this beautiful monument, and what a lovely day. A little bit chilly, not too much. I'm still with short sleeves over here. So we after we bury our loved ones, we have what is called Shiv'ah. Shiv'ah is from the Hebrew number 7. Shiv'ah. When we mourn over the dead, support the family, show them that they are not by themselves. You can see it's from the limestone, the Jerusalem stone, which is the local stone over here in Jerusalem. Bit of garbage, unfortunately. Take a look at this beautiful monument. This valley also known as Yehoshaphat, which is like to say God will judge. Over here they're talking about also the rebellion against his father David. Psalms 3:1. And we will continue. Like Jesus is important for Muslims, also King David is important for Muslims, is of course important for Christian people as the ancestor of Jesus, and the reason for why Jesus was actually born in the city of Bethlehem. As you're familiar with, I believe that King David was born in the city of Bethlehem. So when you go to visit Bethlehem, you visit the birthplace of David and the birthplace of Jesus. Going back by generations, you can get from Jesus to David, and that's why Joseph and Mary went to Bethlehem. It was not a coincidence that in the same time it was the Romans that made the census, counted the people, because it was promised to David 3,000 years ago that the Messiah will come from his dynasty. So take a look. We are in the bottom of Mount of Olives, and we can see these beautiful monuments. Zechariah's tomb. Which Zechariah? It's a good question. We're not sure which Zechariah are we talking about. Some will say it is John the Baptist father. Some will say he's a prophet. Zechariah and Nechazir family, which is family of priests, talking about a stone that was carved from the mountain, Mount of Olives. If you do decide to come over here, you have to watch out. It's a bit slippery. Here you can see 2 graves. Usually what is written about the graves is who is the person first and last name. Over here it is Abraham Solomon Zalman. We will say Avraham Shlomo Zalman. Avraham Shlomo, which was one of those who saved the Hurva synagogue, and unfortunately was killed during the Independence War in the city of Jerusalem. So this is his grave behind this beautiful monument that we have of Zechariah in the Kidron Valley. Take a look at this beautiful city of Jerusalem. It's amazing how in a train ride of 40 minutes the view changed completely, the people changed, everything changed. Of course, I'm talking about from the time I left Tel Aviv and took this train ride for 40 minutes and got to the city of Jerusalem. So, Mount of Olives is a Muslim neighborhood, and Generally, it is pretty known that the east side of the city of Jerusalem is more Muslim, while the west side of the city of Jerusalem is more Jewish. In between, more in the center of Jerusalem, also you have neighborhoods like Mea Shearim, Romema, which are very Orthodox Jewish neighborhoods. So I would say this is the three main groups of secular Jews, Orthodox Jews, and Muslims in the city of Jerusalem. If we're talking about the old city of Jerusalem, we're talking about 4 quarters, Jewish, Muslim, and 2 Christian quarters, Armenian, Christian, and Christian. Most of the Christians that live in the city of Jerusalem, many of them live in the old city of Jerusalem. In the statistics of the whole city, with the modern city of Jerusalem, the Christians are not one of the big groups. In the old city they are one of the big groups, but not in all of Jerusalem. This is the city of David over there, guys, and this is where me and Tzachi will take you next. I hope that you enjoy the video, and I hope that you subscribe to my channel, The Holy Land by Itamar Buk, Moses' nephew. This is the corner of the Temple Mount, the southeast corner, where we talked about the temptation of Jesus, the third temptation of Jesus by Satan here in the city of Jerusalem. So subscribe to my channel if you didn't. Hope to see you in the next video. Hope to see you in Jerusalem as well. Till the next time.